Hi there, Libra. Sorry. I hope you guys are doing well. I want to go ahead and get into an oracle and tarot reading for you, Libra. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment if you wish, and if you're seeking a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. So, Libra, your oracle energy this week is message in a bottle. Message in a bottle has energy of receiving messages, but also listening to the universe, listening to yourself, listening to the voices. What are you guided towards when it comes to receiving messages that may be coming from an intuitive or unseen force? Are you seeing patterns in things, However it may be, you may be receiving a very deep nudge on an internal and intuitive level at this time. So, message in a bottle is there. For your family energy, your community, the people in your life, Libra, you have the Four of Swords. This is an energy that requires us to take a break. It's recalibrating our energy, being mindful of how much we give to others at this time. It's really asking for you to focus yourself on yourself, focus your energy on yourself right now, especially if you're feeling overwhelmed in any certain situations. There may be a certain level of anxiety that you might be experiencing at this time from external forces around you. So do what you can to make sure that you are getting adequate recovery, rest and recovery, R&R energy, and take time to allow yourself some solitude if you need it, especially in regard to people who, may be challenging at this time. In regard to your health energy here, Libra, you have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups in health, it can talk about kind of like being lost in illusion when it comes to certain opportunities or decisions that we can choose, different roads, different paths, different, regimens. It's saying choose, but do so in a grounded and realistic way. Just because this energy can sometimes deal with certain levels of fantasy when it comes to, perceived expectations within health journey, within your health journey. It says just to be grounded in the decisions that you make. This can also sometimes indicate where maybe we're having addiction issues or drinking too much or maybe using drugs a little bit to kind of, get away from ourselves or get away from our problems. It's saying that may not be the best approach at this time. Of course, do what you will and be comfortable in your decisions, but don't take it out on yourself, okay? If any type of addictive behavior is affecting your health, be mindful to take some time for yourself, get some R&R, rest and relaxation, do what you can to get to the root of the issue, okay? In your finances and career here, Libra, you have the Ten of Pentacles, which is a wonderful energy to have. This can talk about financial, can talk about gaining more money. This can talk about inheritance, doing really well in your job. For those of you who are entrepreneurs, this can talk about a really beautiful financial opportunity that just builds and builds and builds. So just be mindful that good things are happening, good things are working for your favor. It indicates a lot of financial stability for you. So continue on that path here, Libra. In your relationship connections, long-term, single, however you want to experience it, we have the Two of Wands in reverse. Two of Wands in reverse is a little bit difficult here. And it's interesting just because of what's coming next, what you don't see. So within the Two of Wands, let's say in a partnership long-term, we may be choosing to not go on a path either together or maybe as a couple, we choose to disengage with somebody or some sort of path forward here. It's saying what once was considered an option is no longer really considered an option. We're stepping away from that because we can see the writing on the wall. It doesn't really offer much benefit, and so we're choosing to forfeit that opportunity. This can also be, I would see this more as an opportunity with a partner that you may have had your eyes set on before, and we just might not go for that path or direction. For those of you who are single, this may be, because this is the beginning of stages of something, so it doesn't, the way that I'm feeling, it doesn't really apply to partnerships. Like this would be an opportunity or a thing for partnerships to agree on or disagree on, which both of you would likely be disagreeing on this opportunity. For those of you who are single looking for love, or in the brand new beginnings of a relationship, or connecting with somebody, this is realizing that a situation isn't really going to go in your favor, or you're not really interested in connecting with it any further. This may be something where it's like you realize, oh, this isn't the situation for me. This isn't something that I want to really pursue. And that makes sense here with what you don't see coming. Okay. So for singles, I would say if you're newly dating somebody and you're noticing that things are just kind of falling apart pretty quickly, or you're noticing that it just doesn't seem like you want to be a part of it, pay attention to that. Don't force it. For what you don't see coming here, Libra, I'm going to cover her up because she's got a boobie. You have the Two of Swords with the Eight of Cups here. So immediately what this looks like to me is like, don't be surprised if somebody gets ghosted. You know, usually we want to communicate, and so if you feel like you can communicate with somebody that you're not interested, or this isn't the direction you want to go in, communicate it. But for some of you, this may also mean that somebody may be ghosting you, or somebody may just like kind of shut down, not communicate, and then walk away. Either way, it's saying, be mindful. You know, if your intuition picked up on that, don't be surprised if it happens. You know, it might be a blessing in disguise. So that is what I have for you here. I hope that this is helpful. And this doesn't just have to apply to love relationships. This could be any manner of situations where maybe something is not for you, or maybe somebody has a really difficult time communicating their feelings or thoughts about something, and they just kind of fizzle out and walk away. It doesn't have to be the end of the world, but I would say don't go chasing after them. Let them go. That's okay. So that's what I have for you, Libra. I hope it's helpful. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment if you wish. And if you want a personal reading, it's in the description box below. Take care.